And we're back, and we're getting ready to set up a game 2 of the best of 3 series. And I believe it was the Syndicate that took the last one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
I gotta get you guys on the record. How's this series gonna end? What do you think? Place your bets.
Well, alright. I will on behalf of last night, the turnaround, I'm gonna vote for Team Solid on this.
Alright.
At least they can pick one up, but I'm gonna give them 2-0. They're 2-1, I should say.
2-1, you think?
Yeah.
Alright. What do you think, Axeman?
Oh boy, you know, I might get flamed for this in the Discord later, but I'm really thinking that NAS is gonna pick something insane, and you know, really carry him the victory in the next 2 games. And yeah, not a popular opinion maybe, but definitely what I want to see.
Well, I think Astro just agreed with you though.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Right.
You want Team Solid to 2-1?
2-1. I think Team Solid's gonna pull it.
All right. Well, Baymax, it looks like you're on the back foot here.
Wait, I
who do
didn't
you
say
see
what I
winning
thought
this
yet.
series?
Could you tell? Was it that obvious?
Switch scene.
I'll predict the 0-2 in favor of Team Syndicate, but
Oh boy.
We'll move past that. We'll see who's right.
X.
Here in draft
Switch
now.
scenes.
It looks like Team Syndicate does have all their bands now, I think.
X. Okay, there you go.
They definitely do. Looks like Team Syndicate switching sides. Bans Leona and
they did
Jinx.
switch.
And Team Solid, respecting the Xerath, respecting the Sivir, and respecting the Morgana, ban it all away. Say, we don't like your spell shields, we don't like your AP damage, we don't like your range. We're taking it away. What are you gonna pick now? And you have to imagine, I do believe the Anivia player was on the side of Team Syndicate, so I'm wondering if maybe he's gonna whip it out.
Yeah, Syndicate is the one known for that. I don't remember which player it was,
It
but
was the Chapooing, so it'd be top
Chapooing.
lane, most likely.
could
That'd be
we
interesting.
see the lane swap between Shapuing and Sky just for that pick?
That would be interesting. We'll see. He's picking now, so I mean, of course, you could pick for somebody else, but that's
Absolutely. Please remember that due to being late to the game today, Team Syndicate is reduced to only 2 bans instead of 5, so that is why they banned nothing for that 3rd pick.
so they're still getting down those bans. Unfortunate, but gotta start on time. What can I say? All right, Orin Graves coming back out from Team Syndicate. They say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was part of the strongest side of our map. We're going to go ahead and take it back. We like the Orin Horn. We like our jungler on Graves. He makes a lot happen with it.
This pick I like, though. Such a different
Yeah.
pick. You still have that mobility, but now you have the damage side of it coming out. I can't wait to see what he does with this.
Yeah, I was excited for the Kiana pick. Akali's pretty cool, too, though. Oh.
And this is what I was expecting, is perhaps a Yasuo pick to counter that Ornn ult. That really shuts it down. It's a powerful move.
Yeah, it is, and you know what? I forgot that I Love Sneaky is actually a Yasuo player, but he does like that champion quite a bit. He likes himself some Yasuo, so we'll see how this goes. It is a blind pick so far as mid lane is concerned, so we'll see what gets answered there. Again, I'm not really sure what Skyripper plays if he's staying mid lane. I don't know what he's going to end up going with here. It looks like he's going to answer with a Kali.
Such a good answer, too.
no!
It's gonna be the Garen!
Yeah, that's a better answer. I think that's a fantastic answer. Yasuo can't really do anything into Garen. He just dunks on you and he spins and you lose.
Yeah, let me build armor and still outdamage you.
The problem with that though is now it's a lot of AD damage coming from the Syndicate. So far there's not really a tank on the side of Team Solid to answer that with, so maybe it won't end up mattering.
Oh. Okay, real quick, I want to point out these Yuumi ban. I don't know if they're thinking the same way as I am, but a Yuumi ban does set up for a good mage pick in the bot lane, so I'd be excited to see that come out.
I'm more confused with the fact that they're not supposed to be able to ban.
Yeah, it looks like the ban
This is also
restriction
true.
might have been for that first match in the series and not for the rest of them. Maybe a little miscommunication there.
It's just a BM open slot.
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought they might be looking to pick the Yumi because it's a relatively nice AP damage dealer for the fact that they have no AP so far. Plus, it goes really well with Garen, as you know. I'm sure Garen Yumi is ridiculous. I think Ezreal's a much better pick than Varus here so far.
They're drafting a lot of AP.
There's
They
the
have a little
Ezreal.
bit of AP.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what he ends up building. I have seen AP Ezreal built to some success, although usually not bot lane, usually mid lane. They might be planning on switching up and having Garen go bot lane, but they did ban out their own Yumi if that's the plan. So perhaps some miscalculation there.
Such a nice pick into the Ornn as well. W passive on Gnar is gonna chunk through the tanky stats of the Ornn, so I do like that pick as well.
No, he's not doing it, right?
No, you can't.
Classic Teemo hover.
Teemo support!
Yeah. Oh, he's bringing back the blitz.
Go Teemo! Ah.
Again, a gutsy Blitzcrank pick picks it into an Ezreal, and their support is undecided thus far. But I do like the Gnar pick a lot. I think you're right. Gnar is an excellent pick into Ornn. He will win the split at pretty much all stages of the game, and as such is just always going to be a presence in the top lane. Plus his ultimate. I believe you can actually Yasuo ult off Gnar's ultimate as well.
You can, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So that's a pretty nutty combo. So they got some pretty good synergy with the Yasuo here. Meanwhile, Karma coming out for bot lane as an answer to the Blitzcrank gives a little bit of shielding plus poke damage and lane shove. Looks like Team Syndicate's bot lane should have priority probably most of the game. We'll see how that ends up shaking down, but bot lane with priority plus Graves jungle and Garen mid versus Yasuo means that I would love to see the Graves play around the bot side of the map and look at getting early dragon and potentially even lane swap their AD carry bot lane at 10 minutes top lane. Look, take Herald, pull a clutch, get a little early Herald, because I think they do have the strength for it in their lanes.
Okay, so a couple things I want to lock out for. You do have an extra TP on the side of Syndicate, so they will have more more map pressure. But also, Yasuo has a few options here. You have essentially a knockup from both Gnar, Hecarim, and Blitzcrank as well. You actually have two from Blitzcrank, actually. You can actually ult off of the hook if you're quick enough. It's a very quick time frame, but that's technically 4 options there that you could take, so that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure they drafted those last 2 picks with the Yasuo specifically in mind. Although that being said, honestly, I think Gragas support would not have been bad here at all, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Helps with the shove, and you're not real likely to hook the Ezreal anyway, so if you're going with synergy with the Yasuo, Gragas support could really pull this team comp together, I think. Brings a little AP damage to an otherwise very AD heavy team. So I think that would have been a nice off meta pick to see come out, but the Blitzcrank, it does seem to be a comfort pick for this guy, and he is pretty good on it. It is possible to hook in Ezreal and get him, but it's very difficult. Of course, he has that arcane shift. If he's good, it should ever happen. But then again, you can do what they do in pro play and just constantly skill check him if you want to. Just skill check, because eventually maybe he's scratching his nose and you got him. So.
Yeah, that's how we always get picked off. It's the nose. It itches.
But,
you guys ever play an intense tournament game and your nose starts itching at the most intense spot? Where you're about to take the Baron and there's 2 teams there and your nose just starts itching that bad?
I think you mean every tournament game there, Astro. That is the majority of games I play, actually. The very itchy nose. That's actually why I'm losing most of the time.
Is that why?
That's specifically why.
No other reason?
No other reasons, actually.
Unlucky,
That's the only one.
I feel that. I'm fortunate enough to have never had that problem, I think. I can't remember a time where, I screwed up really bad because of something silly like that.
Yeah,
don't think
solo
so.
queue is nothing but itchy noses and toxic veins for me.
Well, toxic veins we got in this game. We'll see about the itchy nose.
We can't all be perfect, all right?
But anyway, moving into this game, like I said, I definitely think that the bot lane is the strongest. Bot/mid lane should definitely have a lead on the side of the Syndicate. Meanwhile, Gnar can definitely push Ornn around quite a bit, although early game the lane is a little more even. The damage Ornn puts out onto Gnar will stick. However, you know, as that matchup goes later and later and Gnar starts to build those items, once he gets Black Cleaver or Frozen Mallet, if he chooses to build it, that lane's just over. So there's really not a point where Ornn will be able to match him. I'll be interested to see the runes Gnar took, actually. A lot of Gnars like to take Ravenous Hydra into matchups like that, so they can just, not Ravenous Hydra, sorry, Ravenous Hunter, so they can just eat their way through any damage that the tank tries to throw at him. It does look like he doesn't take domination, has precision instead, so he probably has alacrity for some attack speed. Either way, that matchup not great for the Orange, so it might be a good idea to see the Grave or the Hecarim player on top side and look to gank Gnar early, or gank the Ornn early. Maybe unlock the power of that Gnar top lane and look to get some priority over Herald. Maybe invade top side jungle for Graves. We'll see what ends up happening.
All right. I see what he's doing with this room page for Gnar. I particularly would have been happy to see the press the attack. You're already playing into a good matchup. You kind of just want to take the room page that's going to help you stomp that lane even harder. But it does look like he's kind of going for more late game assurance, so he can kind of match the tankiness of the Ornn, which could give him some avenues for his build path later.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm a sucker for the Grasp of the Undying. You know, every time that proc goes off, it's like it just feels so good, you know? It's just
does,
like,
yeah.
Permanent scaling. Permanent scaling. Every time you're whacking, it's like plus 3 HP, baby. So I personally like it. I have a friend who insists on building it on AD carries, on Caitlyn specifically, because you just stack it so often. As we load into game here, I'm guessing it'll be an aggressive early game for the Syndicate. If they're not getting in this Hecarim's face early game, I think they're doing it wrong. Like I said, they have the Garen mid, which should have priority over Yasuo, although he does have teleport versus Yasuo's Ignite, so maybe Yasuo can get that lane snowballing. Maybe Hecarim should try to get a gank off on Garen, because I think if Yasuo can start snowballing that lane, he might just run away with it. But Garen is more or less a counter, I would think, so we'll see how that goes. Garen did just get nerfed, like we were talking about, so we'll see how substantial his E changes are going to be. I'm curious to see how that ends up working out for him.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see how these teams want to start as well. Looks like Syndicate looking for an invade 5-man. We'll have to see how this goes.
If I were them, I'd probably just wait to see if the other team invaded, because they do have a Blitzcrank.
The mirror invade! It's the mirror invade! Oh, man.
Two strangers passing in the night.
Both teams are trying to invade mirror style. So what we need to take a look at is if they go through with this, they could clash when they come back. So we'll have to see which team's actually going to pull it out there.
I hope they clash.
It would be exciting.
If the Syndicate have teams solid walk into them, it's definitely favored for them. But otherwise, the Blitzcrank hook is just nutty. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Looks like it is going to be the other way around.
I did see some pings coming down. They did suspect the invade, so they're actually going to back off. But Armor here.
Yasuo can't walk to lane.
Joking spit. Sorry, yeah. Nothing going to happen there.
It looks like they're probably just going to get the blue.
Oh, the hook could come out, though.
Ezreal started that Arcane Shift. That was definitely risky. Looks like Karma is going to try to fight over this blue. If I were them, just give it up. Maybe get some Slash Hexa gold for Ezreal if you can, but looks like Graves is just going to waltz in and take it away, or trade blue buff, so that's what I would expect.
Absolutely. As the support, you need to get in lane. You don't want to be behind.
Let's take a look at this mid lane, by the way. Right now, the Garen is getting rolled.
Absolutely,
we'll see if that continues, but if that continues, things are not looking great for the Syndicate. That was the Garen pick was specifically to be a counter to the Yasuo, so if they can't make that work out, it might get ugly, but we'll see what happens. It's a little early to tell for sure. Graves does sneak a blue buff away, and the junglers just trade buffs. Looks like they might end up clashing at topside Scuttlecrab.
Graves is going back to his red side, does want to get that XP. Will hit level 3 and could look for mid lane gank. Yasuo is pushing up the lane now. Could be opportunity. Nothing happening yet though.
It's a good engage for Ornn.
Ornn trading in. Nara's getting angry though.
The mad
One more auto plus the Q. Not gonna quite get an auto range sadly. Could have been a kill though if he could have gotten that.
This is the power of the Nara pick early game. Just really good into Nara. Really not early game, all stages of the game. Nara is just a solid top laner. He's very safe, he's hard to catch, and the damage he does for how tanky he is just kind of gross. So
yeah. You know, it's really insane. It's one of those few picks you can just build this Black Cleaver and go straight tank and still be enough fight. Like, Ornn's actually gonna dash in. Can he get the kill? Nope. Camera's changing around though. I won't even be able to see that fight, but looks like it actually ended there where we ended. Nara might actually get this kill though.
Oh.
What are you doing, Shapuing? You flashed in aggressively.
No way.
Nara's gonna throw his Q and get the kill, but we got a gank coming in the top bot lane. Sorry, Demonic Xmas is here. Hook gonna be landed by Yodi. Tower shot gonna be taken by Demonic X. Not gonna quite get the kill, but Hecarim's here. Could look to re-engage with low health bars, but instead they look like they're gonna call it off.
I'd like to see Hecarim get aggressive and fight the Graves at his jungle camp here.
He's staying.
That was
Why
so
is
close.
he staying?
Nar, Nasus, you were staying so far. You should not be doing this. You have TP. Just stay back. He's gonna do that now. He's not gonna risk it. Thank God. Oh, Blitzcrank look for hook, and nothing.
No, overall in the jungle, even though that gank more or less failed, Scuttlecrab does go over to Graves, so junglers are relatively even. Looks like Hecarim is going to trade the other one away, but I would have liked to have seen Hecarim get up in Graves' face there, right? They saw Graves gank bot lane, they knew that he was low, and Hecarim could have probably killed Graves at his Gromp, or at least forced him off of it and taken it for himself. So perhaps a missed opportunity from Hecarim. But he is going to trade the Scuttlecrab away, and he is on a vision ward, so they do now know where he is. Ornn has a pretty smart control ward placed in the brush there, and it's a good thing too, because Wave is in a dangerous spot right now. It is going to crash, looks like, though. Good for him.
So far, about a 400k gold difference, and whoa! That's going to be a flash burn by Kawhi now to get away from that hook.
Yeah, gotta respect the Blitzcrank. You're not the Ezreal if you can't Arcane Shift out. Meanwhile, mid lane, Garen is still sitting on his teleport, so I have to imagine he'll use it very soon here, but not going so well for him up until now. Now both of these champions like to get some items under their belt, so I can imagine probably Ninja Tabby gonna come out for Garen.
Oh, Nara's about to go mega. He's angry. Can he? Not gonna quite land a stun there.
Sorry, if I'm talking and not realizing something's going on, feel free to just like, hey, there's a play.
Shut up, man. Oh, he's going in for the stun. Trade damage going out. Ornn actually could win this. Not gonna actually have anything to knock him up though. If Nara gets 2 more autos, will be a kill possibly. Not gonna quite get it, but oh, the hook comes out from Yodi, but he's very low health. Passive gonna be proc. Ignite's gonna go down. Root's actually gonna come out from the Karma. Not quite gonna get a kill. One more. Not enough gonna be thick, but that's gonna be 2 autos out, and that's gonna be Niche getting a kill.
I didn't
Another
see the
fight going
fight.
down. Flash is used. Ultimate's gonna go down, but here comes the Hecarim. Gonna actually fail there. Not gonna quite land. Might get the kill with 1 more Q, but not gonna actually get it. And what was that Hecarim flash?
Mid laners did end up trading Flash there, although Garen just came back to lane and blew his teleport, and Yasuo had no items bought yet, so maybe a good thing for Yasuo. He's probably worth it, but the Bramble Vest coming out for Garen is going to make the lane a lot harder.
Okay.
Definitely a feature of the Ornn-Gnar matchup is how deceptively even it is, right up till it isn't. All of a sudden, one of them will take advantages, and it'll look like it was never even close.
Oh, Garen's roaming over. This isn't looking good for the Hecarim. Might need to get
Orn's
out.
dead.
Oh, he's gonna dash in front though. Not gonna have enough damage. Gonna take a tower shot. He's gonna clean this up. Hooksoft's gonna be used by Yodi. This is gonna be a free kill over to the Garen. Niche is gonna actually pick that one up, but it's gonna be a kill trade over solo on Nasus in the top side.
And it looked like Orn was either shopping or his computer crashed for a very long time, because like he was not moving for like a solid 5 seconds while he was getting autoed down by the Gnar. He was recalling when Gnar teleported in and stopped him and started hitting him, but it was a long time that Orn wasn't moving. So maybe there'll be a pause come out, maybe something happened, but maybe not. Doesn't seem like it because it's been a while now. Either way, a nice teleport from Nasus secures himself a nice little kill on the Orn.
Now, while they're taking Dragon for free, I'd want to go back a couple plays to the Hecarim flash in the mid lane. So, I can't confirm completely. Okay, he does have some mind. I can't confirm completely what happened, but it did look like the flash kind of messed him up, and he actually ended up hitting a minion and not the Yasuo there. So, or I'm sorry, not the Garen. So, yeah,
That's
that was
really unfortunate. Alright, bot lane actually going pretty well for the side of Team Solid, which is not exactly what I expected. They have had a little bit of help from some nutty hooks. So, skill checking him once again, if you saw that, making sure his nose isn't itchy.
Yeah, maybe that's what was happening.
Well, the Karma's the one that's gotten hooked the one time there, and they did have that fight in the jungle. When did Caitlyn pick up the kill onto Garen? I must have missed that. I was watching top lane, I think.
That was right before the Ornn died, then that fight in jungle.
Got it, okay. So
yeah,
pretty significant lead in favor. I mean, 2K is not a lot, but this early in the game, it's not nothing. So I'd like to see...
That's plenty to work off of. It's definitely something you could snowball off of for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see Team Solid here use their lead to get Herald like almost as it spawns. They have the 2-in-1 Gnar up top lane. They have the Yasuo, who's actually really strong right now.
I was about to say, Baymax, I really do think Rift Herald is the play here. It's been the play for most of the season, I think.
Yeah, you know, this is the same team as the Scion that we're talking about, so maybe they won't decide they want it.
Okay, she's gonna be proc there, and beef fighting beef in the top lane.
So it would seem. Oh shit, the Ornhorn comes out.
Oh, call the Forest God. Here we go. Gonna get the
Flashes
knock up.
into it.
Not gonna quite get far enough. One more auto, and he's actually gonna flash. Not quite needed, but he is gonna pick up a kill. 1 for 1. I'm sorry, one kill for myself.
Nasus flashes into the Ornhorn.
Oh, we got another fight going on. Graze is here. Gonna actually take out the Blitzcrank there. Yoda goes down immediately. Gonna trade a kill over anyways. Garen is here. Yasuo is there, but he's got 2 men with him. They're gonna turn the kill over. Knockup's gonna get there. Hecarim, can you get the CC going? Garen gonna try to run away here. Flash forward from Niche. Gonna try to get this kill, and one more auto will do it. And actually, Red Buff is actually gonna take the kill. Mummy's gonna take that. And that's gonna be a trade kill though! Skyrim's gonna trade it through the tower damage.
And these games so far, if you are looking for action, they have not disappointed. This is a kill a minute so far as we push further into this game, and I can only imagine it's going to get even more hectic from here.
Yeah, I mean, gold lead's still the same, but I mean, they're picking up plates now. They're getting so much pressure around the map. Dragon will be spawning in about 2 minutes as an Ocean Drake. That would be a second one from them. Would be really good to get.
I agree. Ocean Drakes are, I think, they're definitely the best Dragon early on to the game, especially if you got those champions that like to keep pressure and harass constantly, like the Caitlyn, like the Gnar. Gnar likes keeping his health bar topped off, even though he doesn't benefit from the mana. Caitlyn, again, benefits from both. With that mana regen, she can just shove and shove and shove, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Ocean Dragons are super nice to have early in the game. They don't scale as well as some of the other ones, you know. Everyone loves an Infernal Dragon late game, but early game, I'll take an Ocean.
Nar's gonna pop the ulti. Gonna get CC'd a little bit. Again, beef stick fighting beef stick in the top lane. Not much going on.
Just giving each other a couple love taps. Ornn getting pretty low though. Meanwhile, Scuttlecrab secured. Looked like a scuffle might break out over the bot lane Scuttlecrab, but nothing much ended up happening. Meanwhile, Herald has spawned and been on the map for a little bit of time now. Neither team is really posturing for it. They don't seem like they want it that bad.
There really is just something wrong with that pit there.
Well, there is a dragon coming up in the near future, and that's where most of the vision is centered on the map
Oh, we got all in, possibly going out. Nara getting a lot of passive, deadly. One water would do it, but go for it. Q's gonna land. And he's gonna survive with a sliver of health.
And he's gonna get some plates for his effort. A nice demolish gonna come through. He's probably gotten himself 2 plates. Meanwhile, red team looks like they're looking to fight over this dragon when it spawns. I do like the control ward they have deep by the raptor bush. They will be able to keep track of where Hecarim is pretty well with that ward. That's a nice ward, but Team Solid's got nice vision over the dragon as well.
Sorry, that was almost a kill there. The ult from Caitlyn was not blocked by Kawhi there, and actually Ezra would have to burn heal for that to survive through it.
That's
Sure
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Again, feel free to cut me off if I'm rambling.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to call that. I figured Kawhi would body block for him, but not gonna actually do. They're gonna force the heal up, but now we got a fight going down to Yasuo. He's gonna get out alive pretty easily though.
Yeah, this Garen does not have a lot of damage right now. Hecarim might be looking to counter gank this. But Garen's sitting on the Ninja Tabby Bramble Vest. So if you're a Yasuo, that's scary, but if you're anybody else, not so much, right? Like, he's not gonna do much damage. That's what new Garen is really good for, is running you down and killing you, you know, Triforce Phantom Dancer. So hook lands on Graves.
Is this the 1v1? Ultimate's gonna come in from Mummy. He's actually gonna... Knight's gonna take down, and Yodi's gonna take...
Alright, nice kill. Nice kill ended up going over to the Graves there. On the Graves, and it looks like blue team is going to use this to go ahead and just secure a dragon. And I was talking about it before, but they had a real nice vision, and it paid off.
Well, there you go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't see what happened. Niche just got to kill him.
Yep. And when you step on a trap, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's
you're
what
there 1
It's
minute,
replay,
the next minute you're gone.
Because we have a jungle mid lane. Yasuo not gonna quite land the knockup, so nothing's going on. Caitlyn!
The hubris of this AD carry to think they can step near their tower.
Yeah, I mean...
Nowhere is safe.
I am an AD carry main myself, so I understand. You gotta be very careful.
I do have sympathy. Caitlyn is gross, and this Caitlyn is gross. She has an Infinity Edge Zeal where 14 minutes in, she's halfway to her second item. I have to imagine that's going to be Static Shiv or Rapid Fire Cannon, or maybe a Phantom Dance here, something along those lines.
Yeah, and look at the CS. Caitlyn and Ezra. Oh, okay, we can't even talk right now. Not.
There really is no room to talk.
That's not a kill. Yeah, there's really no room to talk. Not sure what the Ignite was for. You were not getting a kill at all, but at least burn the flash out of Garen. And Orin? Shampooing? Gonna flash anyways, but he's gonna go down again. I feel like I saw that already. Is this deja vu?
Team Solid look like they're moving to take Herald. Is this a miracle?
Well, it's not the 10-minute clutch gaming, Herald, but Hook gonna go out, gonna miss its target.
Well, they're losing bot lane tower for it, so they better do something.
It
looks like they are going to start up the Herald, and they're going to trade top lane tower as well. So assuming they get this Herald, it'll be a 1-for-1 tower trade as well as a Herald. So definitely a net positive for Team Solid.
Baymax, I cannot believe my eyes. They got the Herald. First one of the season in game in series 10.
Get a kill too. Garen, ulti's going down. Okay, Garen is taking a page out of Kawhi's book and saying, nah, let's switch up the writing.
Herald's being dropped right now by the Hecarim. They're looking to force out that, or not just the auto turret, they're actually looking for more. I actually think this is not a great Herald, but they're proving me wrong. The Hook finds Garen.
Absolutely. Skyripper's just going to go down, trying to defend, and that is 2 members down. They could actually look to get an hit off of this.
Potentially. Karma, it looked like she was trying to go for her flank, but she's going to walk the safe way back, which means she's delayed for a very long time. It's a 3v4 for the meantime. Yasuo does ult.
Knockup being made, yep. There goes the ult. I love Sneaky. They're actually going down really far. He's going to have to flash out. Going to actually make it alive, but Kawhi
Yasuo's already burned the wind wall.
He's coming down. Horner going to actually get it called. The Forge God takes his first kill, but he's going to go down and trade as well. That is a 2-for-1 trade so far. Nara going in, looking to take out Toxic Vein. Not going to land the slow effect, but the passive is taken down. Going to take out a huge chunk. He was going to come out from Toxic Vein. Not gonna quite get him. CC's coming out. Nara's gonna actually land the stun. Hook's gonna land on Sky Ripper. He's in the back line. He's gonna get an ulti kill on Tanish. Can they get more? Ness is gonna land the stun. Ultimate is gonna come out from Toxic Vein. Gonna actually get a little bit of damage on the Nara, but he's pretty tanky. He's trying to get out still. Does he have the jump available? He's gonna actually opt out the flashing. What a fight!
So Team the Syndicate do manage to trade a couple of kills on the back end of that fight, but at what cost? They lost everything except their inhibitor in mid lane. 3 towers gone, and a bunch of deaths going over. They just kept dying to the meat grinder that is this Blitzcrank. Oh my god. And the Caitlyn headshots coming through doing so much damage. Meanwhile, top lane.
Gnar goes down for free in the top lane.
Gnar, I mean, Nessus, I get it. You want to split push, buddy, but you gotta reset after that play.
Yeah, staying on the map there is just a little too greedy. So I did initially think that Herald was a little greedy on the side of Team Solid, but they did find the picks to make it work quite well. And the reason I thought it was greedy was because Nasus was coming off of a recall. He had just been back in base. He had no teleport, and everybody on the side of Team Syndicate was alive and up and ready to answer. So it could have been a 5v4, but then those Blitzcrank hooks just kept finding their targets, and just pick after pick after pick came through, enabling that Herald to do as much as it could. So honestly, the Blitzcrank just showing up big in that Herald push.
Yeah, and remember, they did pick the Blitzcrank last game, and it didn't work so well for them, but they definitely felt that that's the pick that they want, and they can make plays off of it, and they gave it round 2, and it looks like it's paying off. We got a fight going down. Hook's gonna land. Yoda's gonna get it. Not, and that's a free kill. Yoda's actually gonna get that kill. Actually, might be able to look for this hook. Cooldown reduction is there. Might grab this hook. Garen though, cut off from his entire team. Sky Ripper's just gonna go down for free here. Might be able to trade a kill. Not quite low enough for the ultimate. And that's just 2 kills free now.
That was close though. Imagine if this Garen hadn't rushed Thornmail. That's a dead hecker. But at any rate, they're looking. Team Solid's looking for more. They're saying, "Screw the dragon. We don't need it. We just got 2 picks. We're looking for tower." Hook comes out, doesn't land.
Real quick, just to cut you off. Axe, try not to tab out. It's freezing up the stream. But Call of the Forge God is coming out. Hector's gonna jump in. And he's just gonna go down immediately.
Team Solid get a little too ambitious. They see the kill. They want more. They go for the tower. They can't find it, and they might end up losing tower or losing dragon. They get teleported on.
Right, this is a mountain dragon. Sky Ripper looking for kills here. Sneaky. Nothing gonna be made here, but they're all grouping up on them 3 man. They're gonna get the shutdown goal. Toxic Vein.
And that's shutdown going over. Team Solid getting a little over ambitious. They're too excited. They're finding a kill here and there.
Hold the thought. Nara going in. Nasus looking for a kill. Might be able to get it. Trade kill might actually come over. It's actually gonna get it. Now we have the dragon coming over. Can the Blitzcrank look for a play here? Does have hook, does not have vision, but he's gonna get a hook in there. They're gonna take the dragon anyways, but they might look actually to get a trade kill here. Sky Ripper taken down with the ignite, looking for more, and they're recognizing he has the health advantage and the team advantage. Flash gonna be used by the Vayne to get out, and they really didn't get anything off of that. They lost so much.
If you're, I mean, so Team Syndicate did end up securing the dragon. They did lose the 1v1 top lane, but Gnar didn't end up getting the tower for it. So if you're Team Syndicate, you're probably okay with that, all things considered. You did, in the long run, you got the shutdown, and you did get the dragon, which, like, Team Solid and not having a mountain dragon could go a long way towards stalling out this game. It is going to make taking Baron a lot harder. They do have a good Baron taking team, but it would just be that much better with the mountain dragon. So I think if you're Team Syndicate, you're probably okay with how that all went down.
Exactly, Baymax. And it's those little victories like that, those little macro trades, that's their path to victory here against Team Solid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And the nail in the coffin here for Team Syndicate will be if Team Solid end up getting their hands on that Baron.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's gonna happen. Knockup gonna land, but no engage to be had.
They're just doing a little love trade, or love tapping back and forth here. It does look like it's turning into a bit of a 5-on-5 ARAM, which I'm not really that big of a fan of. I'd like to see the Team Solid start setting up around the Baron and get vision control. They do have a pink ward in the pit, but that's not enough if they're all showing mid lane. They need to fight over that thing. Force them to face check you into the blitz hook, into the Yasuo knockup, you know, into the Caitlyn traps. Like, you can do it. So.
Yeah, and they have summoner advantage right now. Almost everyone except for a Mummy has flash up, so we'll have to see. Nara is getting close to range bar. Ace gonna proc it now.
Oh shit!
Knockup's gonna land. They're not gonna go in, but here comes the Nara. Gonna miss the stun. They're still looking. Yoji is here for the hook. Can he get it? That's gonna be a double man knockup from Sneaky, but he's going down for the... Nara's gonna actually get a 2-man knock back, and there goes Niche getting a kill on Demonic X. Another member going down. Love Sneaky's going down. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Skyripper in the back line looking to try to kill, but he's not gonna get killed. He's actually gonna go down himself. It's a 2-for-2 trade now. Double kill going up to Niche. Can they get more?
And
Flash is still available for AD carry on the side of Team Solid.
again, the inhibitor did end up going down for Team Solid, but I think if you're Team Syndicate, you're pretty okay with how it all went down. You ended up trading 2 kills back. You haven't lost Baron so far, and in fact, you probably gained the pressure to get some vision over Baron if you wanted to, and that's why you don't. I don't think you should be taking those like ARAM fights mid lane if you're Team Solid right now. Like, it's 2 coin flip, right? You can lose them, and that Ezreal is doing so much damage, poking you down. I don't know if you guys saw the Ezreal ultimate. It did so much damage. It was like it just was nuts.
Absolutely.
So when you're funneled into the enemy base like that, it just creates a choke point where you line up for the Graves R, the Ezreal R, the Owen R, and it's 2 coin flippy. Get vision control over Baron, force them to face check you, murder them, take Baron.
Yeah, and I mean, you also have a Blitzcrank on your team as well, so you can also set up vision outside the Baron pit and actually grab one in and just pick them off inside the pit, and there goes your Baron.
Exactly. You got the Blitz hook, you got Caitlyn traps, you got Gnar and Yasuo. Like, you can make those picks come through.
Oh, Gnar's gonna make it, nothing there.
Looks like they're finally...
Baron is in the wins though, doesn't see him here. Skyripper trying to 1v1 the Gnar, but Gnar is a tank dude. Not gonna quite get it. Oh, his hook's gonna land on Kawhi, and that's gonna be Kawhi going down immediately. Yasuo gonna pick up the kill here. Yasuo roll going out, gonna block a lot of damage. Hecarim actually gonna ulti on the side there. Looking for a pick, not gonna quite get the CC down. So far, it's just 1 kill traded over. But that is 1 kill that Team Solid might take for this Baron. Hook gonna land again on Skyripper, not quite the person you want to land it on, but here comes Paul. God, they're in a choke point. Skyripper gonna get a kill. Oh, sorry, gonna go down. Skyripper is alive, gonna get 2 kills here. Niche gonna get a kill finally. Oh, Skyripper gonna trade it over. Niche is running for their lives now. Shapuing is very close, right on the tail. Gonna land the slow. Not gonna get the knockup, but it doesn't matter. Graves is here. Graves is gonna get a shutdown. Demonic X gonna pick up that kill.
Graves runs down the Caitlyn there. No escape.
Team Solid, take your time, do it right. You can win these.
Oh, nasty. No. Gonna get a knock up there, gonna get the stun, but you are all too well dead, sir. You cannot get away from this red buff slow. You're gonna flash out, but that is all burned for nothing.
Unfortunately for Team Syndicate, they have to deal with the Super Minions currently flooding into their base, so they aren't likely to transition that team fight win into a Baron just yet. However, they're definitely happy with how that went, and Team Solid, I'm losing faith in their ability to close out this game. They have the tools to make these picks, but they're not executing properly. They need to sweep these wards out, secure vision control, force them to face check you, and then do it. The initial fight there broke out between Garen and Blitzcrank, right?
I believe the Blitzcrank pulled Garen blind out from the brush.
Well, they pulled Kawhi first to get the pick, and then yeah, the second one was a hook on the Ripper, but not exactly the guy you want to grab. I mean, he's quite tanky with a Thorn Mail as well as Death Stance here, and they're actually starting up this Baron. No vision on it right now. They're gonna check it with the Ezreal ulti there, and they do know that they're starting it. Can they try to seal this vision on both sides right now? They're actually pulling off with Team Solid, but Hook's gonna actually miss here, and that's gonna be Yodi going down. That's a kill going over to Skyripper. Can they get more? Successfully, they already got him off the Baron. They could look to actually transition to the Baron right now. This would be the time to do it right now.
Gnar doesn't have teleport. Back door. Can they stop the recalls?
He is TPing. He's in their base now. They're gonna have to recall now. Team Solid, you have to stop the recalls or you're not gonna get another chance like this again. Ulti's gonna come out a little too late. He's actually low health, but they actually might get the Demonic X before he goes down. Shutdown gonna go over to the Yasuo, and Gnar is backing off now. Gonna try 1v3, maybe not. Now they're in a chase now, looking for Shipwing. Yasuo's actually going to get down there. Love Sneaky running him down. Can he trade the kill over? Ulti's going to go down for the Yasuo. Flash going to be used by Mummy. They're going to actually trade the kill over. Niche going to pick it up.
And Ornn was actually sitting on his ultimate that whole time. I think if he used it, he could have probably killed the Hecarim, so maybe a little miscalculation there from him. Either way, some pretty solid picks coming out from Team Solid, and the Gnar did that actually end up leaving. He got 3 people to recall for him and got out safely, so ended up being pretty good for him. He didn't actually get anything, but they forced they forced the fight, so they got it. Garen looking for a big top lane? Nah, just,
yeah, I mean,
messing around.
At the end of the day, the #1 goal from Syndicate was to prevent that Baron from going down, because you got to think, if Team Solid does get this Baron, it's all but sealed fate at that point. They should be able to take the game, but they were able to get that pick back, and after getting that kill, it was only the support, but Team Solid felt that it was too risky to actually go for that Baron still.
Yeah, and Team Syndicate's inhibitor is back up, and the gold gap has narrowed quite a bit. So if you're Team Syndicate, you're way better off than you were 5-10 minutes ago, at the very least. So Gnar is scaling. He does have a Black Cleaver Warmogs, which is a bit of an interesting second item. I'm not sure if I agree with it or not. However, he will win the split versus Ornn just by the pretty much the nature of being Gnar versus Ornn. So he is getting to that point where it's pretty much hard for Ornn to beat him. Although Ornn did bust out the Thornmail, let's say full armored Ornn. Thornmail upgraded Sunfire Cape into what looks like it's going to be Righteous Glory with Ninja Tabby, so it is pretty hard to do damage to him.
Hook lane's definitely a tank, but here comes the hook. Knockup's going to be landed there as well, and that go over. We're going to get the kill in the back line. Going to be carry, really critical. Shutdown going over to the other carry to carry as well. Both 80 carries are traded over. Yodi not going to quite go down, but Sky Ripper still looking for more. Ilo Sneaky going to try and chase him down. His 4-man squad. Flash going to be used by I Sneaky, and he's going in. Call the Forest God. Not going to be hit on the second half of that. Ilo Sneaky still trying to get out. Shield's going to be popped. Sky Ripper getting really low. Here comes the Ornn, gonna get one knock up with a Mummy. Looking for the kill. He's actually gonna go flash back and get Sneaky. Not gonna be landed from the Blitz and the hook, and that's gonna be Gnar. Nope, Yodi grabbing the kill at the end. Sky Ripper getting really low. Gnar can chase. He does have rage. Gonna jump over, trying to get him. W movement speed, gonna be proc there, and not gonna be able to chase him down. Garen being very quick.
And at the end of that very long fight, ended up being a 2-for-2. Which I think is probably in favor of the Syndicate at this point. Garen one-shotting Caitlyn at the start of that fight, but Gnar returned the favor onto the Ezreal. So both carries knocked out at the very beginning led to a very long fight.
Yeah, and I mean, take a look at the gold as well. I mean, you do have Garen having a side of the Syndicate, but it's also an Ezreal who has an upgraded Triforce right now, has his Mana Moon down, and also does have a Luden's Echo, which is allowing his W and his ultimate to have significant damage in these fights.
Yeah, we were talking about whether he would come out with the AP Ezreal a little bit, and he is building the hybrid build, which I think is an excellent choice into their team, given that they have no given that Team Syndicate has no magic damage really other than the Ezreal, and they do have to burn through those tanks somehow, and it really helps for that. So.
And I have to point out, at this point in the game, just past 30 minutes, a 44 kill game, I believe, if my math is correct.
Your math is correct. It's a lot of kills. It's only shaping up to get bloodier. So
this feels like a G2 game.
yeah, it feels like a G2 game.
All right, ultimate G shot.
G2 is prepping for a dragon, so we'll see how that goes.
G2, huh?
Yeah. Nice sweeper comes out. Hook lands.
Hook is gonna land, and that's Kawhi. Gonna actually flash right before the knockup. Gonna get out, but might actually go down still. Nasa's gonna pick up the kill here. Can they look for more? Call the Forge guy gonna go out. Night. Red buff also on, not gonna quite go down. Nasa's actually gonna go down the back line. Mummy's still trying to get out, very low health, but he's actually gonna go down the Sky Ripper and Flash is being used. Here we go. Chases on Toxic Fang to pick up another kill. They have 2 members alive on the time. Team Solid, sorry. Can they get out alive? It doesn't look like the Blitzcrank will be able to, but Caitlyn might be getting a little bit of damage while she's trying to kite out, but that's incredible damage from Toxic Vayne. One more hit from Vayne, not gonna quite come out. Oh, the hook's gonna land. That's under tower. That's gonna be a free kill going over. They can trade one back. Flash being used by Niche. Gonna try and chase down Toxic Vayne, but Might not be able to do it. Looking for it still. Mid lane, meanwhile, Syndicate is actually taking the mid lane tower. They have a cannon wave. It's actually slightly stacked too. They could get a lot off of this. Nobody's here to defend. They're going to take 2 towers for themselves. Blitzcrank is coming over, but you got to think there's nothing he can really do for that.
So overall win for Team the Syndicate, but Demonic Xmas getting a little over aggressive on that Graves. Looks to bite off more than you can chew and ends up getting slapped for it. So a nice trade kill from the Blitzcrank hook from the Caitlyn, just headshot damage. But overall still a win for Team Syndicate. And they do end up losing that dragon though, which doesn't mean that much at this point in the game, because it was another Ocean Dragon. But it is really nice for Team Solid to have.
Oh,
all right.
Ignite's gonna be used by Yo. They're looking to get this kill. Nara is here. If they can get a slow or another knockup, looks like they're going to get a knockup. Slow is going to follow up on the Nara. That W passive is doing massive damage. Here comes another hook. Unstoppable is not going to matter because you are stoppable. And Sneaky proves that.
I had my doubts when he pulled the nearly full health Ornn, but I got to say it worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, his team was not close enough to help, and looks like Team Solid's going to use that pick to aggro the Baron and try to make something happen here. They're finally making it happen.
There is no vision on the side of Syndicate right now. They have to check this. Ulti's gonna go out. They're gonna reveal from that ulti that they're there though. That's not a good idea to do. And we're gonna see who can get this. Can this be the steal? Demonic S, you gotta do this. It's now or never. Are you gonna manage to do it? No! They're gonna take the Baron by themselves because Yasuo's gonna knock you up. There's gonna be 3 kills immediately. And I think that's the game, guys.
I don't think so. They got the Ornhorn, they got the towers. They can all get out alive. I don't think they can end. Oh,
Ornn is only down for a couple more seconds. Not going to be next up onto the Ripper.
Nara's got his mouth.
Chasing in. He is raging. Going in. Mummy ult, he's going to miss, but it doesn't matter. Shutdown going over. Sky Ripper's down. All they have is 2 members left, and you got to think, what are they going to do? They have Baroned up Cannon Wave, and they are charging into the base right now. They are going to clear out these waves right now. There's only 2 towers standing in the way. Call of the Forge God's gonna come out, but guess what? He's getting knocked off. He's getting CT. He can't even hit the ultimate. He's gonna flash out the safety, but he might not get it. Mummy's actually gonna go down in the back line there. Sharpie getting really low. Actually gonna go down from Nasus. Looking for another kill. That's both towers down. Nexus is about to fall. Another kill trading over. 2 kills going over. Toxic Bane's the last one standing. He's gonna go down. That's a clean ace, and that is game taken by Team Solid.
Boys,
what an exciting game. Top to bottom, I tell you. We'll have to get a final kill count on that game, but just, front to back, so much action.
34 to 24. It's a 58 kill game. Woo!
Wow.
And we're moving to a game 3. Let's go. Team Solid with the comeback.
I'm calling it. It happened last night too. The first team to lose won both games after. I'm calling it now. Team Solid is pulling out the stops. They will win this 3rd game.
No, I think we were both wrong. I think it is going to be a win for Team the Syndicate. They're going to ban the Blitzcrank, and they're going to win the next game. But it won't be a clean 2-0. Like I was wrong, but I still think they're going to win.
Some non-believers over here in the Baymax. We're over here in Team Solid, definitely for the victory in Game 3, I think.
To me, if they don't get Blitzcrank, I'm not convinced that their macro is good enough to close out a game. The Blitzcrank hooks saved them, I think, and without them, it's looking rough. So I think if Team the Syndicate just ban the Blitzcrank, they'll be looking pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta agree that Blitzcrank is definitely a big pick for them. And I will also agree that their late game macro play, trying to close out games, obviously saw was not the best. So thinking maybe an early games, early game type composition for Team Solid might be the way to go.
Yeah, just get in their face early, get aggressive, take that Herald, push objectives with it, do what you did in Game 1. Actually, did they get the Herald in Game 1? I can't remember.
X. We're meant to have a break for casters.
I believe Skyper wanted to skip the break. I guess there's some of the players that wanted to get through this sooner rather than later.
Alright, we'll go ahead and do it without a break then.
Alright, I'm just saying, if the players that got places to be are on Team Syndicate, then no sympathy.
We had
Full
somewhere to
agree.
be 2 Syndicate for like 20 minutes.
Is someone switching sides to Team Solid, Baymax?
I don't know.
All right, so it looks like they're switching sides again. So Syndicate's gonna take blue side again for game 3. And let's talk about that real quick because side selection is a big deal. That can make or break a pick and ban phase. So how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, if you're on blue side, you do have aside from the pick ban phase, you do have a lot easier access to Baron in particular from blue side, which seems like it might end up coming up big in this series in particular because neither team seems to have that great of a job at setting up for those objectives. So having an easier access point might just open things up. And as far as champion set goes, I don't know that it'll matter too much because I don't see too many counter picks coming out. It will probably force. I expect to see some, the same bans from last game for the most part. I expect to see the Morgana and the Sivir get banned away again. Maybe the Xerath as well. I do expect to see Blitzcrank get banned away this time. So we'll see what happens.
I'm not really sure what they would ban over Blitzcrank at this point. It's such an effective pick for these teams, into and against.
What they could do is they could just pick a mega tank and say, sit in front. If you get hooked, we win the fight. They kind of could have done that this game, but I feel like they didn't execute it that well. There's a couple of fights where like Blitz or where Garen was like standing almost on top of the person who got hooked, and if the hook found him, they might have ended up winning the fight, but they didn't because the wrong person got hooked. So maybe they just say, you know what, we can play around it. We'll just have a tank get hooked, and then we'll win. But I have to imagine they'll just ban it away because it is hard to deal with if you don't.
And there it is, as you called it.
First ban of the draft, Blitzcrank.
There it goes. I'm sorry to see it go, honestly. It was fun to watch. Now with Blitzcrank gone, do they still ban the Morgana Sivir? It looks like the answer is yes. At least for the Morgana. We'll see if the Sivir gets banned
Absolutely.
away as well.
Who are you hoping
Now,
gets
another-
picked in place of Blitzcrank?
Oh, I don't know. I'm actually not 100% sure what this guy plays, but some other nutty playmaking supports might be cool. Maybe a Pike.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I want to see the Pike.
Yeah, Pike did just get nerfed. His great health bar does not regenerate quite as much HP as it used to. I can't remember exactly how bad the nerf was, but it wasn't nothing. It was a pretty significant sustained nerf.
It was, yeah.
We'll see if that pick ends up coming out. Otherwise, like Nautilus is really good, and he has some of that same hook potential, though not quite as potent as the Blitzcrank or as the
You
Pike.
also have the
probably,
Thresh as
but-
well.
Yeah, Thresh as well. Thresh is I love watching good Thresh. Thresh is nutty. Otherwise,
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
need if you need a tank to fill that kind of tank slot, Alistar, nice pressure champion. I love watching good Alistars play. It's just a fantastic champion. So, we'll see. I'm not exactly sure what this guy plays, but those are all fun to watch champions.
Absolutely. And I would like to see the Caitlyn ban come out. That's actually not going to be a ban. So this is the third time now in a row that ban has not gone through. So maybe they made an agreement to have the third ban not actually go through. Caitlyn is up. I want to point that out. Niche has played this to perfection almost. So I want
But
to see.
Sivir is up as well, and Sivir was the answer in game 1. So
That is true. And they're actually going to opt in. Toxic Vane's going to grab the Caitlyn.
So I'm guessing we'll see the Sivir, maybe Sivir Karma answer this time around because, they did ban Sivir game 2, but game 1 it was the Syndicate's answer to the Caitlyn and it went quite well. And being that it's not banned this time, I have to imagine they'll pick it as the counter again because it just did go pretty well. So they go with the Ashe instead.
Looks like the Ashe is strong right now for sure. Not sure about the Caitlyn matchup.
I do
think the
like this
matchup's
pick.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the matchup's pretty fun. You do have some poke in the lane, so it kind of allows you to have that, like 50-50, where Caitlyn will have an outrange to you. You'll have this kind of ranged poke you can use. But what I really like, and I also like that the Hecarim is picked there too, is what I'm about to say, is that Ashe with the ultimate has these map-wide plays she can create. And if you can shoot these map-wide ultimates and actually get that full stun, that is a 3-second stun. That is almost guaranteed a kill for each lane that you land that on. So I want to see if they can actually make some plays with that.
I'll be interested to see what support gets picked on the side of Syndicate out. Thresh is a good one.
There's the Thresh.
I was wondering if we were going to see a Tom Kench come out with the Ashe getting picked, But Thresh, not a bad choice either. Lantern, a very powerful tool for his skipping as well, although not quite as powerful as Devour for, dealing with Ash hooks, because you can't grab Lantern if you're stunned, but you can as soon as you're not stunned anymore, so that's cool. A couple different AD carries getting hovered here from the side of Team Solid. Looks like they're ultimately going to go with...
Oh
Kaisa
my
mid
god.
lane?
Is this the Kaisa mid?
I don't know. I mean,
I honestly couldn't say.
It could be Ash top. Either way, kind of confusing to me because neither of the solo laners have been picked so far from Team Syndicate. That seems like a very risky first pick.
I'm
Kaisa is
gonna
not a
throw
very
out.
safe solo laner.
I'm gonna throw out Ash support here. Anybody
That-
for
that
an
could-
Ash support?
That seems possible. However, if it's a Kaisa Ash bot lane, I have to imagine the Thresh is just gonna run him over.
Yeah, I can
Like,
agree with that as well.
Just hooks for days. Just flash play somebody, they're just dead. So if it's an Ash support, I think that is not a great calculation. We'll see what ends up happening. I have seen Ash top lane a couple times in solo queue actually in recent days, but only as a counter to champions like Darius or Garen, stuff that can't run away from you or can't run at you. They struggle with the slow, So Ornn, Renekton, Xerath get banned away here, so they're scared of the Ornn Horn, which I think they should be. The Ornn Horn's coming up big a couple times.
Now, I want to mention something real quick, as I did hear a mention of possible Ash top lane. Ornn and Renekton banned away. Those are two direct counters to the Ash top lane, so it's very possible this could be a top lane Ash.
That would be something, and it does sound like the kind of thing that Nasus would play. So
Yeah, absolutely.
we'll see. I'm like fingers crossed. That would be fun to watch, but there's. I feel like there's too many top laners that could just abuse that. Too many like junglers, like Zinzao, that can abuse it. So we'll see what ends up happening.
It's
I'd
very
like to
possible.
see. I'm not sure. Oh,
All right.
Okay.
I don't know where are we? Is this
Urgot mid Ash top.
is this League
I
of
don't know.
Legends
Okay.
still? I can't tell.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a Kaisa mid, Ash is gonna be the AD carry.
Kaisa mid. Yeah, I'll probably go with that. I think I can get behind that. Urgot top.
I
lane.
love this. Okay, I love this pick from the side of the Syndicate. Gnar is such a good champion against Kaisa in any stage of the game. As soon as she gets her ultimate, you have your cage you can put down, and that's going to really be effective. And yes, it does look like it's going to be a Kaisa mid.
Nutty. Okay, I was gonna say the Ash Nor
Yeah.
finally got traded.
Yeah,
I
this
was like,
there's a little delay there. I kind of panicked as well.
Urgot into Gnar. That seems like I'm pretty sure that's even early, but Gnar outscales pretty hard. As most matchups go, actually, most like tanky bruiser matchups top lane into Gnar go that way. Kaisa mid lane versus Veigar, like you were saying, I think that's an excellent pick. I don't think Kaisa mid is good. I'm saying it. He can prove me wrong. Maybe he can prove me wrong. I'm pretty sure it's garbage. So
Hey!
we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Kaisa. Come on.
Do you think he's gonna go AP Kaisa? I think he has to, right? They have full AD otherwise.
So, yeah, looking at the composition, I would like to see a lot of AP coming out, but at the bottom line, you still want to get that passive proc on your Q, W, and E. So there needs to be a mixture of enough AD and enough attack speed to give you those two procs, and then the rest can be an AP build, yeah.
We'll see. I'm not convinced, so we'll see what happens. At the very least, it should have priority early versus Veigar, as basically anything does. So so maybe Hagon can look to get aggressive around the mid lane, play around the Kaisa. Although if you want a mid laner that gets priority early, it's probably better picks than the Kaisa, but whatever. We're rolling with it. You can get aggressive, pushing with the Kaisa. Look for those 2v2s. They probably win them, at least until Veigar gets level 6. The bot lane too, Ash Leona, very strong engage. So most things can happen around the time those bot lanes hit level 6. an Ash Arrow or a Solar Flare followed by an Ash Arrow is just going to lead to a very dead Caitlyn, and she'll be stunned for so long she won't have a prayer of even grabbing the lantern. It won't matter. So, Urgot Nara top lane. I feel like that's a pretty volatile matchup, and given the history between these two top laners in the last couple games that have played, I'm not gonna. It could go either way. I'm guessing there will be bloodshed because there has been in the past. So somebody's gonna die. Somebody's gonna get a lead. Whoever does get that lead should play around Herald. You know the drill.
And the matchup does trend slightly towards Gnar, but for the most part, dead even. The Urgot really winning here through damage to objectives, and then getting that late game damage to champions as well. Otherwise, the Gnar edges it out just barely.
Yeah, the thing I do want to take a look at is what's going to happen in this top lane. I know my last game I mentioned jungler lanes, and that was something to look at, but very crucially as far as the top lane goes, I want to see jungle interaction, because as you guys said, it is relatively even as far as the matchup goes. But one thing I will say is that Gnar does have, like he mentioned, the slight advantage, because Urgot needs to be able to grab you with his pull. He needs to grab you, throw you over, and get his damage out, while Gnar does have an escape tool. So I want to see on both sides Xin Zhao coming up to assist the Gnar when he is going to evade or get pulled in by the Urgot, have the Xin Zhao come in and assist him and actually get a kill. But at the same time, you have this Hecarim where Urgot's going to be struggling to try to close down onto the Gnar. Hecarim can come in and kind of give you that assistance where he can either knock you backwards into the Urgot, or Urgot can just land the slow and help Hecarim in his gank.
Yeah, honestly, I think either jungler can play around pretty much any lane, except I don't want to see the Xin Zhao play around mid lane, but at least not very early. Veigar is, very weak early game. He uses pretty much all his mana just to try to keep the wave from constantly being at his tower. So not a lot of damage threat until level 6. So I'd like to see Team Solid get aggressive and look for early scuttle crabs. Show me why the Kai'Sa mid is a good pick. We'll see. We'll see what they can get done. But there's a lot of gank assist tools on both sides in all lanes. So there's the cage coming out from Veigar. Maybe Kai'Sa doesn't have that much gank assist, but she can ult. She can ult wherever Hecarim is when he uses his ultimate. So you have the Leona Solar Flare, Ashe ultimate, obviously, and Thresh hooks. Neither one of those bot laners from Team Solid have any mobility other than the ability to go in, I guess. Leona can dash forward if she grabs you, but she can't get out, so. And then, Dino Gnar, Urgot top lane. By the way, I love that skin. Dino Gnar is great. Okay, Gnar has no bad skins, though. Let's be real. No bad skins.
No, not a single one. I agree.
I agree, yeah.
But, Urgot ultimate, that's a brutal slow. He's got his Q, he's got his E, he's got tools to force a fight on Gnar. Gnar as well, obviously, he's got his ultimate, he's got his E. He can just hard force the fight if Xin Zhao's there. So there's a lot of ways to force across the map here. So we'll see what happens. I'm guessing this game might be even bloodier than the last. We'll see.
I love the bloody matches.
Yeah,
it's
fun
the camera
to watch.
doesn't love the bloody matches.
The camera doesn't know what to do during the bloody matches, but that's okay. It's keeping up just.
It's getting there.
By the way, Dark Harvest on Gnar, I don't like that at all. I think Glacial Augment is
What?
On
so
Veigar.
much better.
Veigar!
On Veigar.
Yeah.
The other Yordle.
The other Yordle. Very similar champions, of course. Veigar also transforming into a giant monster. I think, I'm told.
Have green.
Don't see a lot of Veigars in solo
I meant
queue.
Veigar. Veigar with Dark Harvest, not good. I don't like it. Glacial Augment, way better. If you want raw damage, even something like Electrocute is better than Dark Harvest or like Comet or something.
Yeah, or even Comet, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
I don't like the Dark Harvest. Maybe it'll work out. You know what? If it's as bloody as we're saying, he might just get like 30 stacks by 15 minutes and then it's one shot everybody. We'll see. I don't know.
I will say this. This is the only thing I'll say for Dark Harvest Veigar. You can get to a point that I have seen where your W from full health on a squishy champion will automatically perk Dark Harvest and one-shot someone. So I can't wait to see if that can happen.
That is pretty gross.
Yeah,
that could happen. But
we're definitely gonna need to see that this game.
I think
W
Glacial
dead.
Augment. I think Glacial Augment just sets up so well for the other engage tools they have, though. Like the Thresh Hook, like I don't know. Glacial
agree.
Augment seems too good, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've ragged on his Dark Harvest enough.
We have the invade coming in. They don't see this.
So
Two
they
members
don't.
here. They could get jumped on real quick. They're both squishy, both marksmen. They're gonna recall. Nothing's happening. Oh, Sneaky stopped their back. So did Niche. Maybe they suspect it. I don't know. Maybe they're BMing.
Neither team can see the other.
It's a stalemate.
I want to see the blind.
Oh, here we go. They're showing themselves. We could find something here, or it's gonna be a pass.
Get the word. Get the word.
Oh, they didn't get the ward.
Few things are as tilting as not hitting the early game ward.
Oh my god.
I know, right? If you're the one person that did hit it, you're just like, guys,
Right?
Every time.
An XP.
I have actually missed out on good invades because instinctively I turned to auto the ward when I could have gotten a kill, and they're like, AD carry, what are you doing? I'm like, I wanted the ward. I'm sorry.
Ward. Vision control. You ever heard of it? Or-
Yeah, not in my elo. All right. So, no invade's gonna be done here, but it looks like Hacker Lucian's just gonna go for the red lane. I'm sorry, red side clear. Oh,
Oh, about to
Never
showcase
been
why
here,
I don't like Kaisa mid.
Oh,
here it is. Slow's gonna be hit. Red. They're gonna.
And
You
Flash
can
Force
live.
this early, and her wave is shoving into Vigar, so not a good place for the Kaisa to be. Short range AD carry with no escapes this early into the game. Having her flash blown. She still does have cleanse, but that's not gonna help that much against the Zinzao.
Oh, and like we said, top lane's gonna be pretty blown.
These
Maybe a
two
rough
guys
lane
just
trade.
have each other's number. I don't know. Oh,
Looks like it.
Ooh.
No. Ness is going in, getting a really good trade, and that's gonna.
lane's in a
Okay,
dangerous spot.
Venus Blade gonna land. Yodi. Vein, toxic vein. Sorry. And it's gonna be about half health. Nothing too big.
Hecker
Hacker's
making his
looking to
way
get
top.
something.
I'm still voting for the Kaisa mid. Does have cleanse, by the way. I do like the cleanse.
Yeah, the cleanse is good into Vigar. Lets you just like walk into the cage and get out. It is good. You don't
We
really.
got a fight going up. Demonic actually 1v1ing. Okay, I got a question at Flash. I think he was actually doing fine in that fight, but we'll have to take a look at that later on.
Maybe a preemptive flash there, but does make it away.
You guys missed the best part on Kaisa's way back to lane. Sky Ripper on the Vigar. Hit her with a Q. Stacked an AP. It's over.
Uh-oh. Mummy's going into a basically full health demonic, and Flash is going to be used. Might be to get the kill. Not going to quite land at the... Nars here. Pick it up. Backline. Going over the Shapuing. And here goes the Nasus. He's all by himself. Who's going to get the kill? It's going to be Demonic Xmas. That's 2-0 on the side of the Syndicate.
And Vigar crucially picking up an assist, gaining himself another +5 AP. The scaling has begun.
Everything's coming up, Vigar. I'm eager to see what we're at in 25 minutes here.
What a... So, a little bit of bloody early game. Not so great to see if you're on the side of Team Solid. Your top lane is now behind. Your jungle is now behind. Most volatile part of the map, potentially, is now behind. So, the Caitlyn Thresh is doing pretty well so far, but once Ashe and Leona hit level 6 is when they really begin to threaten that lane. So we'll see.
That was really incredible. The knock over the head right when the sun was coming out. It's going to actually dodge the sun. This a kill if he can get one more slow, one more auto, but the sun comes out. Oh my god, it's going to be a Shredder kills.
That is, however, going to be worth for Shapuing on the Gnar because he can just teleport back to lane if he wants to and grab that wave and force Nasus to lose basically all those minions and get himself a tower plate. So if I were him, I'd probably do that. Oh, it looks like he's
I would
gonna walk
opt
back
out of
to-
that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Have a
Actually.
fight going down in mid lane. Cleanse going to be used to get out. Gonna proc the passive and trade a little bit of damage, but some gonna used by Sneaky.
Regardless, a lot of minions being lost by Nasus top lane, so good, worth it for Gnar.
I do like that he held on to the TP because critically Ocean Dragon just came up a few seconds ago, so he will have the TP advantage if they want to look on the side of Team Solid. I'm sorry, on the side of Team Syndicate. If they want to go for this Dragon play, they will have the TP advantage.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're right. Holding on TP was a good move by Gnar. Urgot looking to go in. Short trade.
More trading.
Not as short as Urgot would like.
So Vigar is gonna end up.
Oh, Hecarim's here. Hold that thought. Flash gonna be used by the Vayne. Toxic Vayne getting out just in time. Zenith Blade gonna land, but did you go too deep in? Possibly. Flash gonna be used by Kawhi to get out. Zenith not gonna quite get anything out of there, but they did get 2 flashes out of the bot lane.
They had to burn one.
Oh, this is big. Sun's gonna go out. Auto going down. Q gonna land. No, not gonna pop the Q out. And just want to talk about that chroma real quick. Really nice chroma.
I know, right?
It's not too bad. No bad skins on Gnar.
No.
Yeah, I can agree.
And
this might be it.
This might be it. It's gonna knock him under the tower. But he's gonna get the kill first. Miss. This is gonna actually pick up the kill on the Gnar.
Shapuing with some over-aggression on the Gnar. Loses himself a kill. Urgot's level 6 now. Didn't have to use it. Vigar picking up 6 as well. So he's looking bot lane. We need to watch the Vigar now. This is where Vigar hits his stride, right? He's got his lost chapter. He's not as mana dependent now. He's got his ultimate. He can actually do damage in a fight. He's looking to get down and dirty. Kai'Sa's still waiting to scale. We'll see what happens. She still has no flash for about 5 seconds. Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, nothing coming down the mid lane. That's questionable. Vigar trying to get some damage out. It's actually gonna get a good chunk, but oh, we have the gank coming in top. Mummy's gonna be here, but his charge is actually gonna time out. Gnar actually trying to trade a kill. Rage Bar is about to come up. He's gonna get the kill. Looks like it's gonna be a double kill. Can he get the slow?
Oh,
He's gonna jump in. Mega Gnar is fucking
chat.
hungry, and he gets the kill double.
Not sure if Hecarim and Urgot were on the same page there. It looked like they may have been a miscommunication of some kind.
One criticism I do have of Team Syndicate so far is that they did not punish the Kai'Sa at all for blowing her flash early. I think Xin Zhao should have looked to repeat gank and use his flash mid lane if he had to and just get on top of her and murder her. He ended up using the 2v2 and getting a kill for it, but overall, not bad at all from the side of Team Syndicate. They're very well positioned so far in this game, and right now they're looking to hopefully take Dragon. Xin Zhao baited me. I thought he was looking to start it up, but he didn't. It would have been a good time. Hecarim's top side, their bot lane shoved in. They should look to take that Ocean Dragon away right about now, in my opinion. But they're in a good spot.
Critically speaking, though, Demonic Xmas didn't quite have flash at the time. It just came up a few seconds ago. But yeah, I know. I do agree, though. A repeat gank, even if you don't get the kill, you're still pressuring this Kai'Sa and forcing her to be even further behind. But right now, she's actually quite even.
She's slightly
fight going down the top lane. Damage going out. NASA's taking a good trade right now, but extended trade might favor the Gnar.
I don't know. That Urgot's got ultimate. If that lands, a couple more autos and Gnar gets grinded.
Gnar's Rage Blade, though, is going in. Gonna land stun. No, not gonna get it out yet. There goes the stun. Gonna knock him in with the Q. There goes the ultimate. Not gonna quite get the stun, but he should be able to get this kill here.
Yeah, he's got it!
Around. He's gonna pull him!
Meanwhile, mid lane.
Ultimate. Woo! Ultimate just missed by the Ashe. Not gonna quite get the kill on him, and red buff taken down. Not gonna be quite enough. And Ashe is actually niche going down.
In danger.
Low here. Here comes the Q. That's the Q, and that's gonna be easy kill. Oh! Ultimate coming out, but that's not gonna be quite enough. Toxic Vayne's gonna get the kill. Oh!
Kaylin has ultimate.
So close to 2 kills there. Not gonna have vision of the Leona there, sadly. Yoda
Lots of
just had a
fighting
ring of
going
that.
down. Mid lane, Hecarim died, Kai'Sa died. At top lane, Urgot traded killed the Gnar, traded the kill back, but Ashe ultimately dying as well. Bot lane means an overall 3-for-1, I believe, in favor of Team Syndicate.
You have it there, Baymax. Critical stat here: more kills than minutes in this game.
And we're only 9 minutes in. It's like this is the least bloody part of the game usually. So. Team Syndicate does finally take that dragon away cleanly. They're just gonna slide it out.
This is like G2 versus IG.
Oh my god!
And even a kills match. IG is only 3 kills, which is what they've been doing. Sorry, I'm not trying to flame. No,
yeah, all right. Yeah. There's no G2 fans here.
Hey,
Is there?
I mean, over IG? Come on.
Who you got for Worlds?
Fnatic.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Hell yeah.
It just so
Alright, Mega
happens
Narc pops here.
I have FPX.
Okay. Wait. Okay. You know, I can
get
respect
him.
that. I can respect that.
Oh, Naruto's gonna go down. Only gonna see him a little that trade and gonna make sure he wins that trade. Now, critically speaking, though, once he goes down to Mini Nar again, he has a potential dive onto the tower, but he's gotta be careful with it. Trap's actually gonna be hit by Yodi. He's gonna try. He's going down. Mana getting very low. Ultimate gonna be popped and block the auto. Ignite's gonna be ticked as well. Not gonna quite get the kill. And Nar is getting so close to getting this kill. He's gonna die for that. Might not quite do it. Taking a couple tower shots. Zenith's gonna land, but he's gonna go down to me. One shot. Now Niche needs to get out. Can he make it? Kawhi is gonna have hook in just a moment here. Is he gonna land it? Can Niche sidestep? No. He's gonna take the safe route and flash forward and get the secure kill. Toxic Vein picking that one up.
And this might be a tower going down in favor of Team the Syndicate.
Watching the top lane.
Hey, it's a
Grace
Kaisa mid.
Seeker not gonna land. Very close.
Hecarim looking
Ultimate
at the
coming
tower.
in
He
from
doesn't
the-
get caged up.
He is caged. Can they get the burst damage? Yes! They can! Sky Ripper gonna pick that one up.
The tower is getting painfully low. Things not looking good for Team Solid right now.
Indeed,
It's a
and
lot
while
of
this, as
fake-
you speak, this could be the kill coming over. Can he get the opposite land? He's gonna get it flashed away, but this could still be a kill. Passive's actually picking down from the Gnar. Can he get this kill? 2 more autos would do it. Oh! That's gonna be a ward though, in the wrong bush.
That would have been gnarly, not gonna lie.
Nar actually did that blind there.
That
Get it,
was a
gnarly?
blind. You
Get
did.
it?
I did get that. I was trying not to point that out. Now, like you did say though, that was a blind, but you did know he was in that bush.
Yeah.
Either that or he ran back. So
Not the
really not
hardest
too bad.
blind skill shot to
Oh,
land.
sneaky! No, you're gonna for sure go down here. Gonna pop the ult. You're gonna try to live and take 1 kill, but it's not gonna happen. You're gonna go down. Oh, the paddle spank.
Kaisa mid is not good. What? The cough is back. I don't know.
Alright. It's still.
I
still
thought I
works
heard
into the
something
game.
I
Come on.
agreed with for a second there, but then it just turned into a cough. I don't know what happened.
Anyway, Team the Syndicate over here looking to get their hands on the Herald, which finally a relatively early Herald coming out. It only took a 6k gold lead at 12 minutes to convince the team to go for it. But they're-
Oh, the Ash ultimate from downrange. Nobody's there. Zenith Blade not gonna quite land. A Mummy getting very low, gonna get hit there, but oh, here comes the ultimate from Yodi though. That's gonna be a kill for sure going over. Ash is gonna take this up. Shut down gold going over. Can they get a second one? Zenith Blade gonna land as well. Sun going out. That's gonna be a double kill, but no, double kill gonna actually come over from Toxic Vein. He's gonna pick up a triple. It looks like almost the amount of X gonna pick up that last kill.
And you know, Astro, as they say, if a Thresh gets stunned in a forest and no one's around to kill him, did he really get stunned?
I haven't
need
heard
to
that
think
stuff
about that.
Anyway, if a
try to
Herald
fill
hits
in
a
here.
tower in a forest and there are people that see it, then that tower goes down. That's what we're seeing right now.
Herald
think
absolutely
everyone-
hitting the tower.
I think everyone watching at home is solid, but that's gonna be a free kill going over. Anyways, but that's a shutdown goal going over. Dar actually looking for this kill. Might be to get it before the ult down. Not even gonna be in kill range, I don't think. And no, he's not. Shapiri's just gonna get a free kill.
And things are just kind of falling apart across the map for the side of Team Solid. They did get a shutdown kill onto the Xin Zhao. I'm not actually sure who ended up picking that up. I think it was the Hecarim. Got it. Okay, so not a bad person to have that gold on, but like Team Solid has only damaged champions across the board basically, and all of them are really behind. So they're gonna really struggle to kill people in these fights. We'll see what happens. Dragon spawning in a few seconds here. Team Syndicate looking like they're gonna try to start securing vision on the area, look to take it. It is only a Cloud Dragon, so maybe not the highest priority, but you gotta kill the Cloud Dragon to spawn other dragons, so.
This is very true.
And Team
Would
Solid
benefit the Darn
definitely,
Seeds out too.
yeah, definitely benefiting some of these larger, slower champions on Team Solid.
So after they take this dragon down, I would love to see the Caitlyn Thresh rotate top lane and shove that tower down. They should get that last outer down. It's a stain on their honor that the tower is still there. They need to force that baby down. They have the manpower to do it. They just need to be in the right place.
Here we go, round 3, baby. No, per usual, and I gotta see how this happens because Nara is for sure gonna pick that up.
It's not even close anymore.
Not even close.
Oh, hook to the land from Kowai though. Cage going out. Ulti a little too soon, but Toxic Vane's gonna go ahead and pick that one up.
And I'd like to comment on there. That's Zanya's first item coming out from the Veigar. I don't think I agree with that necessarily. It is a high value item given that all the threats on the side of Team Solid are AD champions. And they do have some serious pick. However, they're just so far behind. Maybe it's worth it. Yeah, I've talked with
I
somebody.
agree.
I think it's a good
I
pick.
say it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because if you get ulted by this Leona or the Hecarim comes to pick you up, that is insane chain CC. Speaking of
Yeah.
chain CC, that is a very long stun, but it's okay. Cade is gonna get done to safety, as well as the Lantern there. But here we go. Toxic Vane getting very low. Gonna barely get out alive in the back line. One member gonna go down on the side of Team Solid. That's gonna be 2 going down now. Double kill going over to Demonic X. Gonna get picked more. Ash is going down the back line. Niche is actually gonna fall. Here comes another hook. Gonna be cleansed. Can Love Sneaky get out? Actually, look at them. Maybe trade a kill over here. Gonna try to cut it out, but no. There goes the ultimate, and that is a clean ace in favor of the Syndicate.
So, yeah, nice fight from the Syndicate.
Yeah.
In some ways, it felt kind of like it was closer than it should have been, but it was a 5-0. So how close really is a 5-0, right?
Yeah.
This is true. We are NA. We take this.
we take those. Dark
Anyway.
Harvest Veigar, take those all day.
Yeah, and you're right. I think the Zanya's is a good pick. I kind of talked myself out of it. It does seem like the only way they could possibly lose a fight at this point is if one of their carries got picked. So the Zanya's helps to keep that from happening.
Yeah, and I really want to see actually just the stopwatch come out from the Caitlyn. I don't think you need to build into the GA right away, but just for the next team fight, since you are that close to winning a game and closing it out, I think would be an extremely good buy. Not going to opt into it though, just going to go ahead and go down the crit line and get the second item.
Stopwatch is just so good. It's a highly undervalued item, I think, outside of like professional play, because they value it pretty highly and they pick it all the time. But outside
Everyone
of like,
gets it.
very high elo, yeah, it's a underrated item. I think it's so good and people don't really get it enough. But
Here's a replay of a professional League of Legends game. Stopwatch, stopwatch, stopwatch. Oh, you're about to pick him up? Stopwatch.
Yeah, if it isn't someone using stopwatch, it's someone forgetting to use stopwatch.
Oh, double ups?
Yeah.
Wait,
I-
Jensen. Oh,
I
that
was
ultimate,
I
never
was
mind.
gonna say,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
usually
forgive
the
double
secondaries.
speaking of double lifts, 12k gold lead here for blue side, so they're gonna look to close out this game very soon. I hope anyway. Baron's up in the near future. They should take it, set up vision now, get control, or sweep the area. They're doing a good job of that. It looks like they're positioned to do it.
Oh, hook's gonna land on the support. Yodi knocked that tanky. Yeah, gonna go down the back. Kills. Ash actually got deleted there. Toxic Vane gonna take a kill there, and they're gonna rush up to the top lane, see if they can get a push going here.
All right, so what's the verdict? Case of mid, good or bad?
I mean, it's one game.
Trying to think of synonyms for bad that aren't as harsh.
I didn't say he was bad. I said
How about not bad?
I am convinced the pick was suboptimal given the situation. How about that?
Suboptimal is a great synonym.
Alright, I'll take that. But here we go. We got another fight going down. Ash gonna land down there, and there goes the ultimate from the other guy. That is a 4-man fear. Toxic Vane gonna pick up another kill. Tower shots are going down. That is 2 kills for nothing right now. Oh, Zenith Blade gonna go down. Shut down Gold. Going over to Niche. They might be able to turn this around. Can they do it? They took out one of the biggest carry on their team. Looks like that's all they're gonna take for now. That's enough to
For the
scare
love of God, take the Baron. Don't go for the coin flip play. Just wait for the Baron.
Oh, that was close. I want to point out very clearly that that Praise Seeker landed. That was a free kill for the ult available on Kaisa.
Free.
But not
kill.
gonna quite get it. They're gonna go and defend their base here.
You know, we pointed it out when there was 10 kills at 9 minutes, and I almost feel bad for pointing it out. We're now at 35 kills in 20 minutes, so there's no slowing these two teams in either direction.
Oh, here we go. We actually have a Baron start up here, and they have no idea. There's no visions outside of the ward in their jungle. It's not even close to spotting this.
I think they know.
Gonna
They
go
just
out. Ash is checking in now. They do have confirmation now that the Baron's about half health. Nobody's close enough though. That's just gonna be a free Baron going to the Syndicate.
Yeah, I think they knew. They just couldn't afford to do anything about it. Like, you can't walk into that. Not as far behind as you are. It's like, what options do you really have left at this point? Not much. Sit in your base, turtle. Hope they overcommit on the dive.
I like turtles.
Turtles are pretty great. They don't
are.
really
They're actually
have great tools to turtle though. They don't have good wave clear. They don't have good, like, they would have good damage if they were far behind, but it looks pretty hopeless for Team Solid. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the way back in? How do they win this game?
I think they need to pick a better mid laner, and then and that's pretty much it. I think that's really what it came down to in this game. Is right.
No,
you were saying
I'm not talking past tense. I mean now. What can they do now to still win the game?
Oh, well, we can come up with something to tell chat, but I think this might be it. Yeah, if you're Team Solid now, you have to be asking yourself, how do we come back from this? Is there a way?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Well,
okay.
I will fully analyze this for you because there's actually a very specific way to come back. It's similar to how you come back in any other game when you're far behind. You have to force a pick, and you can see right now, Veigar is slightly by himself. But here's what I want to see. You have massive CC chain. You have the Ashe ulti. You have Leona, who has 3 CCs in her kit, as well as the Urgot as well. So get a pick. I want to see this Leona diving to the backline, sacrificial lamb to get this Caitlyn, who is a ginormous carry for the side of Syndicate. So if you can get this pick immediately in a fight, you might have a chance of actually turning this fight. And here we go. They're actually looking for a pick here.
Speaking of picks.
Oh, here goes. That's going to be a kill going over. That was so much damage. Nara's actually getting chained down. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. We take those as NA. But here we go. Mid inhibitor's going to go down. Vayne, Toxic Vayne looking for another kill. Red buff, there it is. But there's the Phoenix Blade. And like I said, chain CC. Not gonna get the slow. Here comes the ultimate. Gonna get the slow there, and that's gonna be a second kill going over. That is now 2 for 1, and this is what we want. Ashe arrow passive. Gonna be slowing there. There goes the Ashe arrow. There goes the jump from the jungler there. Oh, Hook's gonna miss. Actually gonna hit a minion there, and that's gonna be demonic. Not quite going down. That's okay. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade there. Shut down though. Going over in the mid side there, and Ashe getting the slows from the passive. Gonna get hooked, but actually might get a double here. And we'll have to see how the Veigar plays it. And Veigar's actually gonna get the kill. Kai'Sa is alive though, very clearly. She might actually get the 2 kills here. Ultimate's gonna be used. You gotta grab this kill here. It looks like she's gonna get it here. One more will do. She's gonna actually get chained. TP's coming in. She's actually gonna go down. What a misplay there. Only one person left here, and it's only a support. What can they do? They have minions towering inside the base. Inhibitor 1 is surely to fall very soon here. So low health on that tower. Zenith Blade is gonna miss anyways. 1 gonna go down. 1 tower is left. They have so many minions in the base right now. Baron empowered minions. Here comes the jungler. Mummy's going into the back line. Gonna flash for it. Gonna try to get this kill. Looks like he might get it, but Skyripper doing a lot of damage. Is actually gonna get shut down in the end. Here comes the Nar. 1v1. Gonna knock him into the cage there from the Veigar, and he's gonna go down as well. Kill actually gonna go for Toxic Vayne, the sniper from down lane. Vayne minions are still in the base. This is such an extended fight. They finally cleared everyone out. I will take that for the Team Solid, and they're going to clear out the minions. But wait, we're not done yet. We still have the Syndicate inside the base. There's only 1 tower. I'm sorry, both towers are down for the Nexus. This is an open Nexus right now on the side of Team Solid. They could look to try to end this. Bracer going to land from Love Sneaky. Can they get Nessus down low enough? Nara passive going to hit him pretty hard. Nara's looking into the backline, but they're also going into the backline as well. Ashe ulti's in the land. Toxic Vayne almost going down, but it's actually going to make a lot alive. So is Nessus. Nara is raged now. Can he get out? Going to get the health bars. Going to actually survive barely. Bracer going to land. Is the ultimate. Is the health low enough? Yes, it is. Going to get them right at the end there. Going to chain him in. Not going to land the fear. And here comes the ultimate. Niche trying to live. He's going to actually manage to live barely. 2 more kills going over. That's 3 kills now on the side of Team Solid. And this fight is not over yet. Kawhi's still in the base, but he's surely going to fall now. Double choke on over to Niche. And I am losing my breath right now. The base is still alive. Nexus base is half health right now, just slightly over. And they have so many minions in the base, but they have 4 members down on the side of Team Syndicate. They can't do anything else.
Team Solid happy to have a Nexus at this point.
I have 2 words I want to say real quick. Shotgun knees.
Shotgun knees.
That Urgot killed the crap out of that Caitlyn. Mowed her down. He was down 2 items to her. Didn't matter. Just grinded her up in little bits. Shotgun knees.
I'm out of my drink.
You asked me earlier what it would take. This is what it would take. More of these. These team fights, protracted, picking the champions they need to pick, outlasting the rest of them. This is what they need to come back.
Yeah,
And I want to mention real quick too. Notice the 3 shutdown goals that were outside of Syndicate. They're not there anymore, and 2 of them critically were actually picked up by Niche on the Ashe there. So look at the itemization now. She's starting to get these items that she critically needs. This could be a turnaround.
Yeah, it could be. It's still a long shot. I don't want to give you Team Solid fans too much hope because they're still down 13k gold with no structures left standing other than the Nexus and 1 lone inhibitor.
And this is going to be it. This is going to be the final team fight. It might look like backline Ashe. Gonna actually try to 1v1 the jungle. It looks too good though. You're actually just going to go down. Niche, what are you doing there? The Vayne also though getting chopped in. That's fleeing going on to the Kawhi. That's going to be a kill going over as Mummy is going to fall now. 2 side of Team Solid. 1 member now. 2 members down on both teams. 3 members down on Team Solid. Can they get the backline though? Dina's Blade's going to land. That's another shot going to go down. There's only 1 member left. Can he do it? He's getting very
Shotgun knees. Shotgun knees. Shotgun knees.
That's a triple kill. Going over to Urgot on the Nas. Nas is on the Urgot.
Ashe critically at the start of this fight. Ashe pulled 2 members of Syndicate. That was critical to the team fight, giving Team Solid the advantage in the rest of the fight.
You know what else was critical to the team fight? Caitlyn and Vigard died with something.
No, it was the shotgun knees, yeah.
Shotgun knees. But Caitlyn Vigard died with flash not flash, barrier and heal respectively on their champions. So those could have been the difference makers in that fight. All that needed to happen was for one of them to survive. But regardless, Baron back up, Dragon back up, inhibitors set to respawn. Things are looking considerably better for Team Solid than they were 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, the fact that they're still in the game means things are going better for them than they were 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely. And I want to point out again, Ashe just finished her 3rd item, and while she was out of position, and that should have been an easy fight for Syndicate to take if they just ignored the Ashe who was way pushed up in lane, I do think that, like you said, Ashe did pull out 2 members. Hold on, ulti gonna land. No one's there to follow up though. That's a key cooldown now, is on cooldown. Not a long cooldown for the Ashe, but we'll have to keep a track on that, and here we go.
Baron is up.
Yep, they have an idea, but they don't have confirmation. There we go. They have confirmation about half health in the Baron. This could be steal. Both junglers do have smite critically. Cage is used. There's no more CC on the jungler. Can he get in there to steal it? He's not going to quite get in there in time. Here we go. We're going to see if we're going to win the team fight here. 1 member's actually already going to go down. It's going to be the bomb. It's going to be a jungler. Hook's going to land. That's going to be 2 members going down. Toxic Rain taking the kill. Going to flash away from the cage. Niche is trying to live. And wow, look at that critical hit going out. That is going to be Red Buff slowing them, but he's going to be living just barely. But you got to admit, this might be game now. It's 2 members down on the side.
Might be. This is game.
Behind. We will see. We do have shotgun knees at full health. We'll have to see if he can pull out the triple again. Maybe
It'll be a hell of a play.
They're looking up for the Nexus right now. You gotta all in at 15 sided right now. You can't afford to wait. Ashe trying to 1v1 the 80 carry in the backline. Nass is actually going down the backline. He is gone. That is 3 members down right now. Nass is jumping in the backline, but it doesn't even matter. Jordy's gonna go down, and that is it. That is game 3 victory to Team the Syndicate, who took best of 3.
What a
Ladies
series.
and gentlemen, you have your winner.
Amazing series.
So what is that? $20 from each of you? Is that what I heard?
Something like that. I think it was more of a, just pennies, maybe not dollars.
Well, hold on now. We get a $20 reduction because the team we voted for picked Kaisa mid, right?
Oh, so now we're jumping against the Kaisa mid. We finally got you.
It didn't look very good this game. Clearly 1-9-6 is not how you want to go in lane. So for now, I will say that that's not a pick that they might want to pick up again.
I would say blind is the biggest thing, but yeah. Okay, so that happens. Team Syndicate are the winners after a very long, slightly messy, very bloody series. But
Yeah, I
here we
think 60 kills at the end there, I believe. 60?
45 and 20 is 65
65. All right.
in a 29-minute game.
Amazing.
More than 2 kills a minute.
Just bloody. It was a bloodbath this game, and
Shotgun
the other
knees.
games as well. Yeah, the shotgun knees. Good lord, what an Urgot play. Wow.
I don't know. When you're down 2 items on the Caitlyn, you just run her down and kill her. It's like, okay. Or the Ashe. Or, I was Caitlyn, yeah.
Yeah, amazing play.
It was pretty fun to watch.
I
Caitlyn
said
was
it
just
from the
like, "Wait,
beginning.
Guys?
Yeah, I said it from the beginning. I was hoping this was going to be one of the closer series of the tournament, and I think I was correct. That was a pretty fun to watch series.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you have to give credit to Team Solid. They put up an extremely good fight at the end there. They were extremely far behind, and not by a little bit. I mean, there was a huge margin. There was an 8.4k gold deficit the last time I checked at about 22 minutes, I believe it was. Yeah, I mean, what a crazy comeback that almost could have been 2 team fights back to back. They actually won and were able to get some items, but sadly that third team fight ended because there was 2 picks already, so they just didn't have the numbers at that point.
Absolutely. Well, quite the exciting game. Do we have any post-game interviews lined up or anything like that? I think most of the players might have just left almost immediately. Yeah, I think that was
It is possible.
That was the energy I was picking up there.
I'm waiting for feedback right now. Figure out if we have an MVP of the game.
We'll see if we can get something. If you can get Nasus, I have some questions.
Well, the team will decide amongst themselves who the MVP was of the game, and we'll go ahead and give them an interview. But let me go down the line real quick. Axe, we'll start with you. Well, I think we already got your MVP vote, Nasus, right?
I mean,
I think the MVP has to be the winning team, doesn't it?
Well, you know, I think Team Solid came out with a lot of victories here. Maybe not the most important one, but
Shotgun knees.
Shotgun knees. Yeah, from the Scion pick with the Glacial Augment through to the Urgot, it was fantastic top to bottom. If I could give him the MVP, I think I definitely would. If it had to be on Team Syndicate, you know, I think it had to be. I think it had to be for me Toxic Vayne, just for the consistency, just a strong player in every game of the series. Okay. So I think I'd probably go to them.
I would probably agree with that. I think that Toxic Vayne was the most consistently reliable player throughout the series.
Yeah.
Typically just kind of a rock in the bot lane, doing his job, getting the deeps out, you know, hitting people in the face with pellets or, you know, silver boomerangs or whatever. So
absolutely. Mine is a tie out of In and Shapuing. I mean, I think both had like incredible games for themselves. Shapuing on this Gnar is what's really pulling it. I mean, both Gnar games were just incredible. Dominated every lane and just, you know, in the mid to late game roaming and making TP plays and just kind of putting on this pressure around the map and forcing the team back during these team fights was just incredible. But like, as you guys said as well, Toxic Vayne definitely had a really good performance. Incredible damage going out. Pretty good positioning in some of these fights as well. I will credit both AD carries. They did have really rough positioning in lanes, but Toxic Vayne obviously pulled out the win and pulled out a nice KDA, 10, 4, and 18. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Toxic Vayne. I'll go with you guys.
Yeah, we got him.
All right.
Woo, I was waiting for it.
Shapuing, you're my second vote. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
What about the Thresh? What do you mean?
Thresh was actually incredible as well, and I was gonna. You know, a lot of times you'll see, especially in pro play, like they don't really get a lot of chances to take a look at these supports in depth because it's hard to see during the moment how much these supports are really impacting these fights and impacting these games and such. But I mean, you can see those critical hooks being landed, the critical dark bindings on Morgana, and even the Zenith blade from Yodi in this game were incredible and landing this ultimates and really locking people down in the backline. I mean, you got to give credit to the supports of these games.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we're giving credit to supports, I think we should not neglect to mention the Blitzcrank games.
Heck yeah.
There was some pretty insane Blitzcrank plays. One that sticks out in my mind was the easy hook on the full health Ornn that happened to be backing in a bush that they had vision of, and then running him down. That one sticks out to me. But yeah, just so many good Blitzcrank moments in this series.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. His Blitzcrank was pretty nutty, hence why they Team Syndicate did have to ban it going into the third game. I think that was the right call. I think it played too much. I feel like in this series, Team Solid thrived in chaos. They did better when neither team had control of the map they were fighting over.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. So then the Blitzcrank was a big part of letting that happen, because those picks just come through and it's like, oh, okay, I guess we just won the fight off one hook. Cool. So
yeah, no arguments here. Chaos, definitely Team Solid's ironic little pocket pick as far as strategy goes.
Yeah, I mean, definitely an incredible series. And man, I mentioned earlier to a few people that I spoke to, I was really hoping that this game tonight would be upped as far as the excitement and the playmaking that last night's game was. And I don't think I can complain. I think that definitely was an increase in all of those categories. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
the AD Scion Gromp Blue Steel level 1. I never seen that before. I'm gonna try that in solo queue.
Oh no!
I wonder if you have to start longsword to get both camps there.
I think you might be onto something there. That and going immediately into lethality, I think that might, necessity.
What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about trying it and seeing if you do have to take longsword first. You could build that into like something that's slightly better on Scion, like Titanic Hydra. It's like something that's not. Forgive me, Nessus, not as troll as full lethality.
Yeah,
so you still steal that Gromp away and get that gnarly level 1 where you just like get ahead and you're like, okay, I have a Gromp and a blue buff.
Honestly,
that's
it's
cool.
The only disappointing thing, really, other than the result of the Scion, is that I don't get to watch him just destroy people with it in solo queue, because 100%, if this was not competitive and it was just a bunch of random players, the lethality Scion stealing Gromp and Blue at the start would dominate the game. There's no answer for that.
It would tilt the heck out of the jungle. The jungle would just be like, GG.
Yeah, there's no answer for that. He gets ahead. He's ulting mid. He's 2v1ing the ganks with his glacial augment, or just walking out. What an incredible build.
Yeah, definitely an incredible series. I'm not hearing anything back, so we'll go ahead and wait another 3 minutes, I'll say. And if I don't hear anything back, I guess we'll just go ahead and close out. But
3 minutes sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. And I want to thank you guys, too, for casting alongside me. I mean, today has been incredible. I think, it was our first time casting together, and I think our synergy was actually pretty much on point. I can't complain too much, honestly.
Hey, let's thank the real MVPs here, all right? The viewers.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
All right.
Get a count, all 20 of you. There we go.
I just had to be cheesy for a second. Sorry. Go ahead, X.
Yeah, that was great. Hey, NBC just called. You might have a job there. Anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. This is my first time casting, being an analyst and doing the camera. There was a lot of camera issues there. I know if you're in the chat right now, you probably definitely maybe agree with me, but we're gonna get those
the camera is hard. The camera is hard.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed, and by that I mean you definitely noticed, but I'm gonna call your attention to you might remember a certain Ornn Gnar matchup where they would get really close to one of them dying and it would cut to mid for whatever reason. And by the time I got the camera back, one of them was dead. And I don't know what that was about, but
that is sadly just the default camera. Directed camera, it's kind of what we use. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. As someone who's casted a lot of games, like it is so difficult not using direct to camera, especially.
It's good right up till it's not, and then it's not good at all. So.
And this is really true too. Yeah, because as far as I can tell from what I've noticed, spectating games for like years and years, it tries to go to the most recent activity that's of a certain level, right? So it's like, we're watching this intense 1v1 going on, but then all of a sudden bot lane, there was like this medium trade. And it was like, oh, well, something's going down bot lane. You got to look at it. It's like, no, it's not really that much yet.
Yeah. Another thing I saw, I don't know if you guys noticed, but whenever it wasn't like picking up Caitlyn ults. I guess it wasn't reading that as like action, because Caitlyn would go to ult somebody and be like, oh, is she gonna get it? Is it gonna body block? And it would cut away like nothing was happening. I was like, oh no, not again. No.
Yeah, Demonic, I just want to let you know, and all viewers here as well, the supporting the stream, we do read chat pretty frequently during the game. I don't know if Panda was or not. I can't confirm that, but
I was not. I apologize.
Wow, chat, flame him. Do your job.
I'm sorry. Wait, I don't know the Twitch channel link. I'm not sure what it is.
Can we get a Dan's game Panda in the chat, please?
No, I'm sorry. Wait, is it twitch.tv/style esports? Is that it?
It is, right when we're gonna end soon. Nice.
No. We should probably plug the Discord. Does someone want to plug maybe the Discord link in the chat?
Discord link. Well, I will tell you guys. If you're not in the Discord, there's already a link actually right below the stream. But if you guys are paying attention, you know that already. So if you want to scroll slightly down below the stream, there is a Discord link, Style Esports Discord. We also have a website. We have a YouTube channel as well. So if you want to go and click those links, drop a follow, drop a subscription, do what you want to do if you enjoy the content. If not, I understand, and I'm sorry. We did our best. But also let us know.
No, don't take that. Don't take that from them. We did a good job. We did fantastic. That was a great casting job. And no, don't take that. No, you're a good caster. You did great. You know what? You're gonna go on to
Yas, Queen. Yas. Oh my gosh. We gotta sign off before Astro passes out or something. But this has been a Style Esports inaugural tournament bracket. The Syndicate versus Team Solid. The Syndicate did end up taking the series. I've been your host, Axeman87. We have another couple of casters here. Do you guys want to sign off or?
Shotgun knees.
Yeah, shotgun knees. And with that, we're out. Thank you for
where's
watching.
My shut off?
Well, you gotta shout something.
You didn't say anything.
I've been shouting.
Shotgun knees.
Breathe. I've been shouting all night. My voice is dying. Can you chat? Can you guys hear my voice dying right now?
No, you're fine.
No. Just closing out words for me. Thank you again, chat. I'm a streamer myself, not plugging, but I appreciate people who watch content, and I really genuinely hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, or if you guys just have some feedback, please let us know. I mean, my name is Astrofry in the Discord. We have something Panda. You'll find him. He's in the Shoutcasters list.
DU Baymax. I'm Baymax now. I'm Baymax.
DU Baymax.
Baymax. He is Baymax now. And then Axe, you can plug yourself.
Oh yeah. I'm your host, Axeman87.
He's the sexy voice guy.
One more again, y'all. One more again.
We do love his voice. I hope you guys do too. So let us know. Unreal. Let us know how you guys felt we did, and I mean, this is our second time streaming, first time with this group in general. So let us know, be mindful of that, and also let us know if you guys have any ideas of improvements that you want to see, or any things we could change with the stream in general. But I think next game is going to be Friday night on the schedule at around 8 p.m. to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we hope to see you there, and actually close out the stream now. Thank you.
All right, we'll do. Bon voyage.